want to be a sheep, do what everyone else does. That's not going to be bad lighting. No, wait, no, it's not. Sorry, I got it confused. You normally stand there. Got it. What?
Telling me about lighting.
I'm a stylist. Hey people of YouTube, we hope you are all keeping safe and not going too stir crazy inside. We've just done a, God, I'm so bad at introductions. We've just done a full tutorial for YouTube. I am being Paris Coulson.
No, didn't we do a full tutorial for Inspire?
That's what I said.
No, you said YouTube.
Sorry, I'm apparently going crazy from isolation, but I am being Paris Coulson, and we have done a full tutorial for Inspire of me wearing
the most expensive bikini in the world.
The most expensive bikini in the world. So I've kept my expensive bikini top on, but we're going to change it up for this episode of YouTube. We did a full body shot for Inspire, so Peter shows how to evenly light the whole body, especially when I've got kind of blotchy legs at the moment. Happens when the weather changes. But we're going to change it to a headshot. We're going to change around the lighting.
Well done.
All my brain cells, all two of them.
You've had wine today. You can't blame that. Normally you blame it when you haven't had wine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Stop
okay.
pulling cute faces.
Okay.
Cool. So yeah, we did a shot, and there is one of the pictures we liked, and we just basically built a lighting based on another shoot we'd done that we liked, which was that one. We did a few changes on it. We wanted to fill the light in a little bit more even. So what we're going to do is we're going to take from this, because this was lit to be a full body, so to be this full, we're going to bring it into just a headshot. So I'm going to change the lighting up. For this lighting though, we're just running two Profoto D2s, one up there, one down there, and we have a B1X on the background. And we made a very, very expensive snoot using some Wondersoft. Now, it wasn't very absorbent on the light.
Oh my God. Dad jokes galore.
We're going to do the dad jokes. We're going to continue. So we're still going to use it. We're still going to do something in the background with that light, but we're going to change it's sort of like a clamshell, except this was very powerful. This was just giving more a fill into the legs with the blotchiness the skin was showing at this time of year with Beck. If it's not 30 degrees, she blotches.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like my warm weather.
I'll quickly zip back to early on. So these, I'm just going to quickly step through. You'll see the building of the light for the shot, and you'll see all the moving of the light till we got the final look. Some of this has been done in using the focus software by pushing clarity and a few things like that, but we are going to, we're definitely going to do, what I'll do is whatever we're doing today, we're going to do a retouch of this as well, maybe in a week or so's time, where I'll retouch to mimic what I can do very quickly in Focus, which is Hasselblad software, to what I can do in ACR, which anybody can use. Yeah, it's time for you to get in and get in position.
Okay,
now, the one thing is, because of the restrictions in Australia, especially Melbourne, we're only allowed 2 people. So even though it's a workplace, we could most likely have a third. We just stuck with the rule. So we don't have someone separately filming, or we don't have a model in on this. So we're going to try and do this just with the 2 of us. And what's with the hand gestures that nobody can see?
I don't know.
Beck's doing claws.
I don't know.
You don't know. Anyway, we'll get Paris Quilton to get over near her dot on the ground.
Let me set this up. Okay. I like
Cool.
that. Cool. So Paris Quilton.
Paris Quilton. What are you doing?
Putting it on my chair.
Oh, getting your wine.
My chair.
All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to start resetting the lighting for this look. I think I'll still keep the top light similar, but I'm definitely going to change the bottom light a bit more, bring it in more in on her as a yin and yang from 2 angles. I'm going to start by putting my camera back to no adjustments at all, just so it's no adjustments on my software, so whatever you see is what we're getting. Set up my crop to what I want. Now, with anybody who comments on my crop, I always set up my crop to what I want. So if you don't like it, that's fine. That's what you want. That's not what I want.
I'm going to change it so that it can see you when you're at your camera.
You're going to change it.
Oh no, they can see you at your camera.
See with the camera? See me properly?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I set up the crop that I want. I'm not interested in the crop you want because that's going to be the crop you do. So yeah, it's not me being cocky or that. It's just that we're all artists. We're all going to crop. We're going to use our favorite lenses and what we like. So don't comment on why did you crop it there. It's actually because that's where I wanted to crop it. And I'm tossing up if to crop above Beck's belly button or below. I'm going to go above because the reason why is if where you get the waist curve in like that, it's quite nice, but once you start curving out, if you crop, it tends to look like it's going to get bloated, bigger. So I'm cropping in a little bit closer, so I'm above her belly button. I also want to be fairly tight to the top of her head. That's really cool. If I wanted to crop off her head, I would be doing it right now. And I'm going to do my test shot and kaboom. So with this, that's giving me a nice light. You can see our yin and yang. You can see our two lights opposite each other. It's actually nicer on this than it was on the full length. I am going to play with it a little bit. I'm going to turn off the backlight just so you can see what the backlight's doing. Down on my overexposed area, we're pulling, if you look at these figures down here, we're at one channel at 249, so they're way off 250. We haven't got 255 anywhere, which means I have detail when I turn off. What detail means is if I zoom in here, it means we can still see texture in this. My camera settings at the moment, they're always sitting up here. So 100 ISO, 160th of a second, f8. I'm shooting on a 100mm lens. The stand I'm on at the moment is called a camera stand. You can look them up on B&H and all those places. The ball heads I use are Really Right Stuff because I really like their gear. And this isn't, none of these people sponsor me, so it just saves us answering all the questions later.
Yeah, letting you guys know that's what it is.
But this is looking cool. I'm cheating because the back wall was painted with equal RGB coloured paints, which means greys, whites and blacks. I can cheat. See how it's giving me that warmer colour, so a bit blue before on our first picture. But that's giving me the true colour. Look, the paper's looking properly white there. So if I put my exposure warning back on, you've also seen that's really brought that back as well. I'm going to just bring this bottom light up a little bit. I'm not going to change the power. I'm just going to bring it into two things. I'm going to bring it in closer to Beck, but then I'm going to rotate it. Got to keep them rotated. Just so I'm trying to pull a little bit of light off the background so I can use a little bit more of my toilet paper snoot. Cool, that's really... Right, so again, with this, I'm just going to look at my before and after picture, except I'm just going to very quickly sync these pictures so the colour temperature stays the same. Modify, thank you. Cool, so I'm just looking like her face has changed from a really pretty face to a really...
Yeah, I had a feeling my face was really in that one.
So I've got to ignore the face, I'm just looking at the light. You'll see it has lit up a little bit more from the bottom. I don't know if I actually like that. I'm going to drop that back. I'm going to leave it running flat, but I'm going to pull it back a little bit. A lot of what I do is based on what I see, and that's one of the reasons I do really like shooting tethered. And I am lucky at the moment that I have a program. Yeah, that's definitely nicer. Let's see if I throw a bit more attitude. I'm going to just pull this light away a touch. I just want to see what happens with... And a lot of stuff I'm doing, I'm just looking, is it better or worse? No, I like that better, so it's really easy. I can just drop it straight back to where I was. All right, let's kill our toilet paper snoot. In fact, if I just put it there, you'll see what that's doing in the background. So you see that the hair's getting closer to being lost into that background. So with my snoot, I am going to put a bit more power on this. So I want to try and get a stronger effect now of cropping in tighter on back. I don't need to have it tilted down as much. Now the whole toilet paper snoot, yeah, it's a bit of a joke, but at the same time it's not a joke, because I do stupid things like this on real shoots, because it's amazing the different effects you can get. So I've pulled this snoot out further, and what this should do is when the light goes off on it, it's going to hit the toilet paper and still illuminate everywhere, but it's just in shot. It's also going to have a stronger light out of the center, and that illuminated toilet light on the outside. Oh, no, get a little bit more height on you.
And also it shows you don't need expensive equipment.
Yeah, well, when I started, I couldn't afford anything expensive. I built cardboard snoots. You can see the difference that made. And see how it doesn't even look like a snooted light. We've got this beautiful fall out. That light's really pretty. It's just going off on back a fraction. Just going to pull this. No, you're fine.
Oh no, I have bits of festival stuck in me.
Sorry?
There's bits of the festival still stuck in these pants.
Bits of the festival. Oh. Oh my God. Can you get on your dot? I'm not going to ask what bits of the festival. Was it from the fire? Just want to check a bit of toilet paper, 248s. So that's all cool, 249s, 250s. We've got no 255, so I am happy with that. I think I can make it a little bit better. Just doing little changes. As I say to a lot of people, I can't really explain what I'm doing. It's my eye. I look at something and feel, it's not quite right, I'm going to move that a little bit. That's all I'm doing, and I moved that a little bit, and yeah, I liked it, or no, I didn't like it, so I change it again. Now, I'm going to move this a little bit, but I can tell you why. To me, it was a little bit too centered. I want it to be a little bit off-centered, so I want more light on the wall, the side her hair's on, and less light on this side of the wall. So hopefully, yeah, see how the light's gone less on this side of the wall after the second shot. So that's actually sitting in really nice. Cool, now I've got what I think, now I'm pretty happy with that. I like that a lot. I'm a bit tempted to crop it a bit tighter, which I might do. Let's just set up my look. I'm going to go straight to grayscale. I'm going to go green channel on grayscale. The only thing is Beck's lips have got a fair bit of red in the lippy, and see how I can lighten them a little bit. So I'm just going to desaturate a little bit because I don't want her lips quite that dark.
Is the red from the wine?
It's most likely from your wine. Good luck with that. She won't drink white wine, so I've got to put up with red lips.
I will if it's a really hot day.
She'll drink white if it's a hot day. Well done. Ah, you've lost my... You've done a me to me. Well, you've done a me to me.
Welcome to my life.
All right, let's get back on track. See her hair's... Just in there, look, I'm still pulling 17s and 18s. So in fact, if I put my underexposure warning on, you'll see in there I'm pulling 11s. which is still fine. I've still got detail in there, but I'm just feeling it's a little, for my taste, it's a little bit too dark in there, but I want to put a down curve, which is going to make this even worse. So I want to put a really, really aggressive down curve, because see how that's sort of getting more chromy feel on her skin? And that's what I want to try and do with my black and white. So with that, I'm going to just bring in some shadow fill. See how I dial it up, and I'm just going to fill that detail back in. I might have to push it to full. And that's looking pretty cool about there. So I've now got my detail in my hair. I've still kept that chrominess. See how there's that slight chrominess to it? But with this, for what I'm doing on the blad, I can just go like this and really punch this beautifully. And because it's on this software, it's not going to sharpen. The retouch, just if you wait maybe I'll try and get them up close to each other, maybe a day or two after I post this, or I might even try and attach it. Let's see how we go. If I attach it, it's coming up next. If not, it'll be next couple of days I'll do the retouch of this, but I'll do the retouch in ACR to get a similar finish in ACR and Photoshop to what I can do without having to do much work in focus. And it does annoy me that I have the ability to do this stuff just because I have a Hasselblad camera. I wish Hasselblad would make this available to all cameras. In fact, what I really wish is that Apple would get smart and re-release Aperture, because it is one of the best RAW programs around. You just have to own Apple to use it. Anyway, I'm going to stop preaching. I quite like that.
Everyone should own Apple.
Sorry?
Everyone should own Apple. It's superior to PCs, in my humble opinion.
Sorry, I didn't understand a word.
Everyone should own Apple because it's superior to PCs.
Don't say that, we'll get the PC.
In my humble opinion.
Oh my God, we're just going to get crucified now.
Oh no, I get crucified every day for saying that to my boyfriend.
I have Apple and PC, and I must admit the PC kills me. Cool, now let's take a shot of this. That's pretty. That's actually really pretty, Beck.
Thanks.
When did you become pretty?
I grew it.
You grew it.
I grew this.
It's a little bit, you're a bit of a Wonder Woman.
Huh?
Nothing.
Have you got your RX on?
Not yet. I'm cropping. I've decided, and I know so many of you are going to say, why did you cut the top of her head off? Because in fashion, that's what we do. Tops of heads aren't that pretty. If I go back the picture, you'll see that the top of head is a bit bumpy and lumpy. See in there? The other thing is, look at her eyes. See how it draws you into the eyes. The closer you get the eyes to the top of the screen, the more the eyes have that power. And anybody who knows me well knows that I'm an eye photographer. That's what I shoot. As much as you think I shoot beautiful women, I shoot stunning eyes. That's what I do.
I really like what you've done with my skin.
Oh, thank you. I won't do it again.
No.
That's actually a really nice picture. It's amazing.
I don't have my glasses on, I can't really see.
You got that sort of half-drunk dumb look.
Oh, thanks.
Oh, thanks. Oh, now I'm going to get picked on for saying that.
I like the catch light.
You like the catch lights?
No, I really like that. That's really nice.
It's a pretty picture.
That's really good.
All right, get back there and do better.
Photographer.
Yeah, it doesn't pay enough. And I'd have to go to school and join camera clubs and learn. No. Sorry. Our digs, you on your dots?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah.
Cool. So let's shoot a little bit just so you can see what we'll do. I'll try and shoot like I shoot and pretend you guys aren't really there. And we'll just do a Beck and I shoot. That's looking nice. Cool. So we just ignore spew tube and we'll just come into. Cool? Or poop tube since you're wearing toilet paper. All right. Off you go. All right, so cool. Cool, that's really cool. Eyes, bring them in there, nice, nice. Cool, they're cool, bring in. Drift it. It gets hard for Beck now because she knows that every shoot we do, I want better than the shoot that we did last. And it is very much about feel. It's all nothing but hair. Stop touching your hair. People have a go at you for touching your hair. And look down the camera, please. Cool. That's really pretty. Nice. Keep going, keep going. So let's see if we can show the world something. So just keep your pose. Now remember what I told you to do once before. Pretend you're on the beach. Dig your toes into the sand. Cool. Cool. Look at her face change. So just by making her do something different with her toes will change the strength of her face. It was really funny. Someone said the other day, which I absolutely loved, and I'd say thank you for bringing it up, that Beck has two different voices. She has her everyday baby voice, but when she starts modeling, all of a sudden she's like Superwoman, Adriana Lima, I kill you, powerful voice. Cool. Which suits me perfect because I don't want to shoot baby Beck. I want to shoot powerful, strong woman that's going to rip you a new one if you say something wrong to her. Cool, 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 cool. That's really cool. I have lots of people talk to me about cool. It's such a safe word for the models. They love cool, cool, cool. Cool is so much better than, oh, that's hot.
Yeah.
You're so
Sorry,
hot.
that was a really bad
That's so hot. Oh, you're hot.
Oh, it's just so uncomfortable.
Yeah, isn't it?
It's so uncomfortable. Like,
And
cool
every
is
model
not...
tells us that the photographers that say that just puts them off, but they
Yeah.
keep saying it.
Cool doesn't have any, like, any
Nothing.
sexual connotation to it.
It just means the shot looks cool.
It's cool. But it's a positive. Like,
Yeah. So that's why I say cool a lot, because it is a very neutral word that lets the model know it's cool. And I love that movie, Be Cool.
what about Yolanda Be Cool?
Yolanda, oh, Be Cool. Yeah, yeah. Pulp Fiction, that's where I got it from. Be cool. What are you? Cool. Cool. That's what Tarantino, you have a lot to answer for. My favorite creative in the world is Tarantino. Cool. Awesome, 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 awesome. Be cool. I think this bit of toilet paper has nailed it. Got the smiley shot. Oh, got the gimpy smiley shot. Oh, that's actually.
We're talking about Pulp Fiction with the gimp.
That's. Oh no, you're not putting a friggin' ball in your mouth. These are a bit cool. These are a lot cool. Where are you running? Oh, did you get a wines?
Oh, I was just checking the camera.
That's really pretty. I actually really, really like these shots. We're really going to try hard. I still have a lot on my plate. I still have a hell of a lot. I've got nearly 3 months worth of back work of videos for me, writing the music for them, editing my vlogs, my blogs, which is my edgy stuff, which I'm just starting to do. But we're going to try really, really hard. We're upping Inspire, so we're trying to do every single week a brand new full 2 or 3 video tutorial.
Setup, shooting, retouch.
The whole works, yeah, every single week a new one, and that takes us about 20 hours, as well as trying to provide a new YouTube and a YouTube live every week.
Could be better.
Oh, you just find your background. Yeah, most likely with the light into our face.
And the student becomes the master.
On your grasshopper.
There we go.
Oh, so now you've got the Tarantino top. The student becomes the master. And it was with the guy out of Kung Fu. But you've got no idea what I'm talking about because you're not old enough.
I don't like Kung Fu movies.
Oh, Kill Bill.
That's not a Kung Fu movie.
It is so, it's Kill Bill 2's 90% Kung Fu.
I wouldn't call it a Kung Fu movie.
All right, anyway. Oh, jinx. We've been in quarantine too long. We're going mad. Sorry, what were we talking about before you rudely got...
Upping content.
Upping content and trying to get a whole heap of new fresh content for you guys on YouTube. We are going to do some stupid, maybe long ones where you just get to watch us work for 3 or 4 hours.
Well, that's what we did with the live the other week.
Yeah, but this will be in our office.
Oh, yeah.
In our orifice.
Yeah, no, we'll do like cooking ones.
I wasn't even talking about that. I was going to set up cameras in our office. Oh. And I might edit and you might do your stuff and you can ask me questions while I'm working.
That'll be funny.
That will be funny, and you'll be watching Judge Judy, although we can't put that on because then we'll get told off by SpewTube.
I do love my Judge Judy, my border security.
Border security.
My horror movies.
And your police. The police.
Highway
Patrol. She does work for like 10 minutes a week.
I like watching people have bad days.
Anyway, we're rambling.
Sorry.
You're going to wrap it? Since you've taken your papers off?
Yeah,
Hope you're all keeping safe. Seriously?
Yeah, seriously.
Look after yourselves. Look after your
Wash your
parents.
hands.
Look after your parents.
Look after your parents. I miss my mum. I'm not going near her because I'm too scared of being a carrier, but please look after your parents, look after yourselves. Stay safe, stay indoors, wash your hands. And while you are staying indoors, we will try and keep you guys as entertained as possible.
And for creative photographers, now's the time to get really creative. You're locked into a small environment. Try and do stupid shit with your camera. See how cool stuff you can create. In fact, that's what we're going to do. Definitely do one.
In the house?
Yeah, some really cool shoots in the house.
I was going to say,
are just...
we're lucky in the sense that Peter can use me as his model, and because we are self-isolating just as we are, we can come to the studio. But we know not everyone has that luxury, so we will show you guys how to shoot in a house as well.
Cool. Going to wrap it up.
I hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys have any suggestions, if there's anything you do want to see, please let us know. We do like feedback, we do like good ideas. Even though we do have a bunch of ideas for you guys, it is really helpful to know what you want to see more of. As always, the more in-depth tutorials are on Inspire. Links for that are down below.
Because that's the only way we make money at the moment. We lost all our income is gone.
All the workshops is gone, so that's...
So our Inspire is our only living...
Yeah, at the moment. But that's,
we're fine.
You know what, we'll be fine. We've just got to stay positive. Everyone else needs to stay positive. Yeah, questions, comments, leave them below. If you do need us as well, we're only an email away.
Yep.
See you guys really soon.